I'm chasing a story. Chasing a story. Chasing a story. Chasing a story. When there's only now and there's only ever going to be now, so I'm making things mean something. In my mind, I'm saying, it's like, okay, I'm going to go in this direction in life. I'm going to improve these kinds of things. I'm going to get better at these kinds of things. And that will mean this. That will mean something. That will mean something. What will it mean? Whatever I want it to mean. I'm seeking meaning. Most people seek meaning. And nothing wrong with it. It's very meaningful. It's very meaningful. Gives life meaning. Seeking meaning. And it's true, you know, if you set out to really challenge yourself, push yourself, how far can you go? How far can you improve? How much better can you get? How much better can you make your life? What kind of skills can you acquire? What kind of quests can you go on? What kind of hardship can you overcome? You know, the human spirit. How far can you push the human spirit? How far can you really push yourself? And yeah, it's meaningful. You do some hard shit in a positive direction. And you look back with just like gratitude for yourself, with you know, like there's a beauty there. You cry tears of joy. Look back at the past of the hardships that you willingly set out on to get something, to make things better. And yeah, it's beautiful. There's meaning there. But it's also suffering. And this is the pull, the push and pull I've experienced for so long. I seem to not have a resolution for it, not have solved the issue. Seems to be the only thing I ever talk about in these videos. It's the push and pull. It's the tug of war between meaning and the end of suffering. Can you have both? ideally that would be the case, where you can willingly go on a quest of hardship, a quest of the test of human spirit, whilst also realizing that it's all meaningless, realizing that wherever you go, there you are. Whatever you do, nothing really changes. Whatever you get, it's all the same thing, because there is only reality. You know, a piece of shit has the exact same essence as block of gold, you know? There is God in dog shit. There is God in a block of gold. You know, this is the thing, man. God, divinity, truth, it's here now, always. And it's like, you know, and I do have trouble reconciling these two, meaning and yeah, I don't know, man. Because, you know, if you've got this now, if you've realized God completely, if you are like completely vanished into the fabric of reality itself, merged with God, the eternal, the infinite. If you completely have done that, then what's gonna be like pushing you to do much? I mean, you're still gonna do things, certainly, and there's still a human spirit within you, certainly. But how far does it go, man? It seems that someone who thinks this moment is somehow not divine, somehow not good enough, thinks that they themselves are not good enough. It seems that this sense of things not being good enough is such a powerful motivator. It motivates the person to do lots of things, achieve lots of things. It can, you know, if you take the right mindset, right? to really improve and progress in life in certain areas that are going to make your quality of life better and the quality of those around you better. It's this striving, this like frenetic energy that just won't settle. It's just like, gotta keep moving, gotta keep moving. Can't stop to appreciate existence. And when you do stop to appreciate existence, and let's say that you are fully grounded in that, let's say that you die into God, die into love, then I forgot what I was about to say. Yeah, when you fully die into that, then like that frenetic energy isn't there. It's not there. So maybe you still go down this same path, still improve and progress things. But like, just me thinking about that, it seems to be that would be a slower process. Maybe not, I don't know, but it's like if you don't conceptualize constantly in your mind, like, where I am is not enough. I'm not enough. I gotta keep going, If you are consistently conceptualizing, conjuring up this idea that this is not enough, things are not enough, or whatever. Then yeah, you're gonna be moving, doing, trying to really go fast as you can. But when you stop to just appreciate this and realize that there's really nowhere to go, there's nothing that you can really attain that's gonna make anything different. Then that concept of things aren't enough doesn't come up as often because you're not actually conjuring that up consistently. It comes up when it needs to come up. It's like, oh, I got a flat tire, I got to do something. Or it's like, I don't know. I don't know, dude. Just a more kind of it's a slower thing, and yeah, it's such this pressure that we put on ourselves from the conditioning that we've received to be better, get things, do things. Fuck, dude. This is all I ever fucking talk about, man. It's so important though, because everybody's so entrenched in it. It's like, if I still haven't fucking got out of this, and I've been speaking about this in every single fucking video I've made over the past 5 years, and I've been thinking about how to get the fuck out of this. If I still haven't gotten out of this, can you imagine how entrenched everybody else is? You know what I mean? At least when you're like kind of my age, it's like if you're a kid or you're elderly, it's kind of like people set it that, you know, they settle down a bit more, you know, it's not, you know, but you know, 20s, 30s, 40s, it's like, what am I got to do? My life's got to amount to something. I've got to build up my character and be someone in the world. And like, again, it's all useful. It's all good to do that. But is it coming from a place of feeling pressured that you have to do that? Because when it comes from that place, there's this frenetic energy. It's like, oh, I got to keep doing, and you're trying to move so fast. But if it's coming from a place of just intuition, and things move slower, and this is what I'm saying again, it's like, if you're in reality fully, like, realizing there's nothing to do, nowhere to go, then intuitively you'll sense that it's like, oh, perhaps, you know, I need to socialize more, you know. Perhaps I need to learn how to deal with people better. Perhaps I need to learn how to communicate better. Perhaps I need to learn how to you know, these kinds of things, these kind of practical, worldly things, right? But it doesn't come from really a place, I mean, I'm just speculating here, but I don't think it comes from a place of really planning and rationalizing in your head, learning how am I going to get better at communicating, blah, 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 blah. And really like striving for that. It's just like this intuitive sense of like, got to try and communicate better. So you just intuitively put yourself in situations where you're going to have to communicate, and you take the intention of learning, just because that's intuitively what you know. It's like, there's always going to be something that you're going to do in life. Life is happening. You're going to be moving about. You're not just going to be sitting down doing nothing. Even if you've died into God, died into love, even if you're completely, you know, merged, right? You're not just going to be sitting down. You're going to, there's this human still goes on, and it still has this quiet, predictable inclinations. And it always depends on, like, you know, what age you are. And, you know, all this kind of shit. Anyway, I don't know. What the fuck am I saying? yeah, there's just this rush in, like, I've really got to get to, it's like, I've got to get to this point where I'm, like, so fucking good, and my life is just so fucking good. Got to get to that point. I got to get there as fast as possible. But it never ends, man. Because I could say, like, a few years ago, maybe when I was like, yeah, I don't know, 20 years old or whatever, a vision I had for my life in the areas of socializing, creativity, mental health, physical health, all these kinds of areas. I had all this kind of vision for all these kinds of areas, and it's like, I've gotten that, you know. I went there, I did it. I did improve in the ways that I wanted to. The vision was manifested. But you get there, and it's never enough. Because there's always more that you can do. Always more that you can improve. And it's like, you know, this hedonic treadmill. And again, like, wherever you go, there you are. Whatever you get, it's the same thing, really, you know, like, if you just keep your, like, physical health in order, like, that's like, that's really the only thing that's gonna affect you. If you're eating like shit and you're not exercising, yeah, you're gonna feel like shit. But if you intend to eat healthy and you exercise, you do these things consistently, because these things set the foundation for just being, right? These set the foundation for just it's necessary, man. It's necessary, you know. How do you want to feel in life, you know? But everything other than that, it's like nothing's really ever different. It's like me sitting in my house that I grew up in. I'm 25 years old, still living with my parents. It's like, what's going to be the difference if I'm just like if I'm sat here, or it's like in my mind, it's like, oh yeah, in the future, I'll have my own house and that'll be better, or something like that. And I'll be sitting I'll be sitting in my own house. No fucking different. What's the difference? It's nothing. I'm still with myself. It's the story you make up about it. And people think that this story is real, but it's not. And so you see, and the story can't hold up. Any story you have is impermanent. It comes in and out of experience. And so when it's like, and so when you construct this story of, okay, I'm not where I want to be, I want to get better, improve, and whatever. And then you get to that point where you have improved to the level that you initially wanted to. When you get to that point, it's like, yeah, now the story is there that it's like, okay, now I'm better. It's true. It's like, maybe you eat like shit and like you're obese, and it's like, okay, I like my vision, like all I want in life is to just get fit and eat healthy. And it's like, you get to that point, And it's like, yeah, the story's gonna change. Like, you're gonna have this story of like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. Like, I'm just like so unhealthy. If you get to health, then you're gonna be like, yeah, I'm proud of myself. I'm really put in the work. I'm where I want to be now. That story is still gonna is it can't stay up consistently. It's gonna come in and out of experience, and so when it's not there, you see, it's when it wasn't there when you were obese. It's the same experience as when it's not there when you're healthy. Is this making any sense? I don't know. But what I'm trying to say is that, you see, the lack of story is where the truth is at. And so the truth of who you are and the truth of how things are, how reality is, never changes. Like, so wherever you go, whatever you do, you know. Oh God, dude. Oh my God. You see, enlightenment is the ego's worst nightmare. It's the most devastating thing. But for life itself, for reality, for spirit, what you really are, so relieving. All that life wanted, all that you really wanted. See, if you stop more to appreciate life, be kind of absorbed into it, then there is less thoughts about doing. You're still gonna have thoughts about doing. You're still gonna do. There's gonna be less of them. And so there's this other story going on within me that's like, it's saying like, don't stop waiting. I don't know, man. I don't know. Well, that's all I wanted to say. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.